All right, there, everybody. So I'm back on the Buick Enclave right now. I had to go get a used PCM. I had no choice. Yeah, the other PCM was still throwing some codes, and this used PCM, I did plug it in onto the vehicle, and the only codes that came up was the codes for the theft deterrent, which was very good. So right now, I do have the ECU hooked up on bench, and just give you guys a view of that. It is reading the VIN out of this ECU. So now, in order to take and clone this, because we could program it, but there's not really any need to program it, what we're going to do is that we're going to take and we're going to clone this ECU. Now, I already have the file from the other ECU already on my computer. So what I'm going to do is just show you guys the connections. All right. I'm going to pause it here. I'm going to show you guys where the connections are using a diagram and a picture. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to take and clone this. All right. Now, the tool that I'm going to be using is the KT202. Don't mind the mess. I've been really busy, so I haven't really had time to clean up. All right. And whenever you're going to be cloning an ECU, the ECU itself does not take very much power. Okay. It is completely powered up right now, and it's only at 0.41 amps, which is normal. All right. So I'm going to set this up real quick, and I'll bring everybody back. All right. So what I'm going to do right now is come up to, oh, it's not there. Give me a moment. I'm gonna have to get it back on my computer. All right, so I have the KT200 program up right now. Now, the way that you're gonna be reading these with the KT200, so you're gonna go to select driver, and we're gonna go into car OBD, and then we're gonna click on Cadillac, SRX, and 3.6 V6 24 valve MED 9.6.1, which is gonna end up being this one, and we're just gonna click OK. All right, show you guys I have the other one already read. Okay, this is the information. Okay, so this was the defox data. It's actually KT200, but they made it a mistake. So it's just saying the driver Cadillac SRX and when what information was pulled from it. All right, if I'm not mistaken, the VIN is going to be inside of here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is just close this. We're gonna have to power up the KT200 too now, which I have not done. Well, no, it's powered up through that. I'm good with that. Okay, so we're gonna bring up the voltage a little bit. All right, we'll bring it up to 12.6. If I'm not mistaken, there's not really a specific type of voltage. So from there, what we're gonna do is just press get ID, and if everything works right, then I'll be able to get ID. If not, I'm gonna have to go and plug into the back of the tool. All right, now the ECU data is coming up. As you can tell, it is this data right here, which is good. So now what you have to do is that you're always going to take and you're going to read the file. All right, now we're going to change this. As you can tell, I saved that one right there. Okay, I'm going to put this as can 2, so that's going to be the, or I could put donor if I want. Okay, and we'll save that. Now it's going to save that file. All right, and now it's going to go through, and typically it's about a 5-minute process, so we're just going to let it go through and read that file. But what I don't like is that the voltage is actually fluctuating quite a bit. Okay, so it might not work. We'll take and we'll bring up the voltage a little bit to try to keep it stable. Okay, we don't want it dropping anything under 12 volts. All right, now it's important to note that right now I'm at 0.34 amps. That is normal on through when you're reading an ECU. I have seen some go up to 2 amps and even 3 amps, but typically they're always going to be below 1 amp whenever you're reading them. Don't forget, there is nothing connected to this. You have no coils, you have no injectors, you have nothing else that is connected to this, so it's not controlling anything, so there will not be a huge amount of current that's going to be drawn from this ECU because of that. Just keep that in mind. All right, so right now we're at 46%. We're going to let this go through. And then I'm going to take the first file and I'm going to put that in. All right. I'm going to pause you guys here and I'll bring you guys back. All right. So now what we're going to do, we're just going to turn off the dashboard as it asks. We're going to press OK. Now the read is done. So now what we're going to do is that we're going to power everything back on. We're going to write a file. You must first open a file. Sorry. We're going to open. We're going to go with the first one, not the donor, but this one. All right. And we're going to click on open. And now we're going to write the file. So I'm going to let this go through and I'll bring you guys back when it's done. All right, so now we're just going to turn the dashboard off and we're going to wait. Press OK. Now we're going to wait. Then we're going to turn it back on and we're going to go get the ID again, and we're going to make sure that all the data on the ECU has changed. Now we're going to turn it back on. We're going to go get ID. Now everything here should change. 9016. And ECU data is now with the new VIN, or the old VIN I should say, as you guys can see right here. Okay, so that is how you would clone one of these ECUs using a KT202. As you could tell, it really wasn't that long. I think it took me maybe 10 minutes total with the plug up and everything. So hopefully this helps somebody out. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.